Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Northern California visits Southern California. The Niners and Chargers, off we go from L.A. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The drive starts with a give to Spiller. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go right back to Spiller here on 1st down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Chargers at 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Got an open man, it's Josh Palmer. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave it with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and is popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Spiller. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. They snap it to Tannehill. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Lance in the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Room here to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down, Lance. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Lance. And this is going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And they'll go for it. Lance. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Tannehill. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On 4th down, Tannehill. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the first down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. That's the end of the first quarter with no score. They run behind center with Spiller. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw there complete to Allen. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And now he is just 2 catches away from 1,000 on his career. 998 currently. The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Tannehill. And this is caught by Williams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
It's a gain of 29. And the Chargers first down.
They go back to the ground with Spiller. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
That's caught right side by Palmer. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Here we go on 4th, Tannehill. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, the game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the 1st quarter. But in the 2nd quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or 2. We'll be watching that one later on today.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Well, after incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So fourth down coming up. What do you expect?
They've gone for it time after time. They haven't punted yet. I don't know what's right anymore.
They're going to go. It's Tannehill. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On the option right, it's Lance. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expecting to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you're running on short gains, the risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Lance going to throw. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here's Lance to throw it. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
The score, Niners 14, Chargers nothing. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here we go, set.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. This is intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill. And the Niners get there and bring him down. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Here we go.
On 1st down, Tannehill. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Another try after the 1st down sack. Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Ready. Red cycle.
A final shot before half for Lance. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Run play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Davis Price on 1st and 10. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Lance. Short pass tip, but caught anyway. And some room to work. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Come on now. Over the middle, zone coverage where all the eyes are back to the quarterback so they see the ball thrown. How do they get that completed?
Well, they got the hand on it. They tipped it. Just a lucky play for the offense, right?
It was, and for the defense, almost demoralizing. That's one that they should have because they see that play developing all the way through.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And Lance now to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have a look at it, 3rd and 10. Lance looks to throw again. And this pass caught by Gray. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 20-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the Sticks move.
And the 49ers first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
That's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Wide open. Hey.
On play action, Lance. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
The score, Niners 21, Chargers nothing.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 17.
Now Tannehill. Allen's got it complete, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll try the left side with Spiller. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the 49ers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Asante Samuel Jr. that time up to make the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 124 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Throwing now is Lance. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now on 2nd and 13. Lance escaping the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finding Gray going across the field. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter.
Ready, set. Ready.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Ready.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the 49ers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and it is 28-0.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Charger drive about to get going. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing, he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, not only is this defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one, and even better than their play, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
Chargers, nothing. Will Lutz set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss.
Number 28.
The tackle by Eric Armstead. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football?
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Third and long, it's Tannehill. The defense gets a hand on it, but he still grabs it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Straight ahead, it's Spiller to about the 40-yard line.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Right back to Spiller on second down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Got a man, it's complete, it's Palmer. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On second down, Spiller looking for space. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here. And now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 142 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
And the 49er first down.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
On second down, McCaffrey. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Luntz good on the extra point, and it is 42-0.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On second and 10, Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Tannehill's pass complete to number 89. It's a gain of 6.
One last throw here for Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Niners come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians, as this ball game is now officially over. So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
And didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and